Super Bowl is coming up. It's one of the most heavily bet games. It's probably the most heavily bet game. I think that's fair to say. For sharps and normal, just casual bettors alike. We've got Craig Trapp joining us to talk a little Super Bowl.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications every time we have a new video.
Super Bowl, Chiefs, Niners. Who do you like? Or do you want to dive in right there, or do you want to warm up with some prop bets?
Well, first of all, you got the Chiefs slight favorite here, which I really thought the Chiefs money would come in hot and heavy just because they looked so impressive from being down 24-0 to the Texans, and even in against Tennessee where they were down, and then they were blowing teams, both of those teams out in the second half. Chiefs favored just by 1 point here, and the total at 54. We have seen that total bet up a little bit. My top play is going to actually be on the total. I'm leaning towards the over, but when you go to the side here, most people, that's what they want, because most bettors aren't. If you're a novice bettor, not betting the total, you're betting the side. I think you have to give a slight edge to Kansas City. That improved defense this year, that's going to be the key, because the 49ers obviously have the edge when it comes to defense and probably the run game for sure. But the Chiefs, I always like betting the best quarterback, and the best quarterback, without a doubt in my mind, is Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to take the Chiefs -1 in this one. And I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks here. I just think there's going to be a lot of points. I think the 49ers get their share of points, but it's probably going to be through the great ground attack that they have.
Right. It's really an interesting matchup because it's so different on both sides. First of all, you've got the Chiefs that are this explosive offense, and then you've got the Niners who are known for their pass rush. And as we saw in the Titans game, the Titans could not get a pass rush on Patrick Mahomes, and he really made them pay. So it'll be interesting for me to see what Mahomes can really do with some pressure in his face. I think he still operates pretty well out of the pocket. He scrambles, he does those little sidearm passes, he makes it work, and he's got so many weapons around him. But it's different when it's the Super Bowl. I think it's such a huge game. Granted, neither of these quarterbacks have been there before, Garoppolo or Mahomes. Andy Reid's been there, so I would give the edge to him in that regard. But I think it's going to be a really interesting game. I'm with you there on the over. I think points will be scored. I just don't see anybody slowing down that Kansas City offense.